building the first test model back in the early 60s.
But in the early 60s and the 70s, this was all kind of cutting edge technology, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
So for millions of years, this water had been down there, and it's just been as recently as the 60s and 70s that we figured out that we can bring it up and make electricity out of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have left the cool confines, the air-conditioned control room, and we've come back outside to the top of one of the cooling towers. But the reason they wanted to bring us up here, look over here. Fellas, tell us what we're looking at right over here.
This is one of our units, our power plants. This is referred to as Heber South. It's basically about a 16 megawatt plant. And what you're seeing is a series of vaporizers, preheaters, condensers, 2 turbines coupled up to a synchronous generator.
And these are generators all back in here too. So this is where the electricity is actually generated.
Exactly. All the power that we talked about earlier coming from our 15 production wells is coming through these 3 power plants here, and we're producing out of the Heber facilities about 90 megawatts.
All right, now let's put that in terms that people at home can understand. 90 megawatts. How much power is that?
Well, 1 megawatt will furnish enough electricity for about 600 homes. So you can multiply that. That puts you up around 50,000 plus 54,000 homes.
And that's just here
in Heber.
In Heber. What about statewide?
Statewide, it's about 2,600 megawatts that's online. So you
that's
can
about
use
1.5 million homes.
1.394 or so.
And
like
how much more hot water is there? How far along have we gotten in developing this geothermal in California?
I would say we're probably barely tapping into the potential that we can get out of California.
A lot left.
Yes.
A lot of potential.
Yes, there is.
All right, fellas, come on over here. Sue's standing over here for the final shot. We're looking out at this green agricultural area here in Imperial County. Let's talk a little bit about what you said as far as farming and agriculture and energy is concerned.
Right. Well, actually, the two coexist very well right now. The pipes, as you see, go right along the edges of fields so the farmers can continue growing the 500,000 acres of farmland that's here.
Even though they've got pipes coming up out of their fields.
Pipes, and we take very small amounts of land out so that that major industry can continue. But at the same time, you have this renewable energy industry growing here. And Imperial County is very much in the business of growing energy, both with geothermal, which we're one of a very few places that have it available. As you can see, we have a fair amount of sun here. 360 days a year, and there's a great deal of solar energy development going on here.
So this county could end up being the renewable
energy capital of the world, which is very much the goal of Imperial County.
So they know what they got down here.
We know what we have.
What is so interesting about it for me is that when you look out, you don't see any of this energy. It's all underground, it's all water, and it's all been down there for millions of years. And now it's different than the oil and gas, isn't it?
It is, because it's completely renewable. All of the resource that's pulled up for these plants is re-injected. And Imperial County is having great power, renewable energy without all of the pollution of hydrocarbons, and maintaining it for future generations.
And all of this initially was brought about by the energy crisis back in the 70s.
That's right. And you know, we're back there today. We all have concerns about relying on foreign oil. We've seen what's happening in the Gulf of Mexico. There is a changing attitude. As much as we're using more power in our homes, we don't want to use up the nature's power.
Wow. This is so beautiful standing up here looking down into Mexico, Mount Signal, and then looking out at all this farmland. Imperial County is part of the breadbasket of California, and then here you got the pipes in the foreground bringing that hot water out from underneath the fields. It's all right there, the juxtaposition of the pipes and the green fields and the theme of keeping California green. It's taken place in various locations around our state. And it's a very exciting development as far as energy and California are concerned. This has been a wonderful, eye-opening day down near the Salton Sea. It's been hot, but it's been fun. Well, hello everybody, I'm Hewell Hauser, and it's all about hot water. It's all about our state's energy future. It's all about geothermal. What a creative way to help keep California green. And if you'd like to go on this green adventure again, share it with family or friends, or more importantly, donate a copy to your local school or library, because it's all about our future. Well, it's available on DVD. All you have to do is call 1-800-266-5727, and we'll be glad to send it to you right away.
California's green is supported by Edison International. As a national leader in the use of renewable energy, we understand the important role solar, wind, and other renewable sources play in meeting California's environmental goals. That's why Edison International not only supports the increased use of renewable energy in California, but is working hard to make sure this green energy becomes even more available in the years ahead. Life powered by Edison.
I think all of us as seniors or potential seniors are our medical coverage.
We need something that we can count on to be there for us, and that is SCAN.
We have this new radical plan that we get a live person to talk to.
And that's important because as seniors, we want to feel like we're being listened to.
And at our age, we have to